Okay, so the World of Tanks Blitz Christmas event, the Festive Town, is underway, and I have already made a video on how complicated and confusing all of these different elements are here. But today we are going to talk about the crates and containers that you can purchase during the event and how they are fixed. And I am not talking to you about the drop chance rate here that you have in this particular container, for example, of 0.17% for a tier 10 tank. I'm actually going to talk to you about how they are fixed for a good reason, and although it's not perfect, it is much better than it was. So we'll delve into that and also give you a slight word of caution on this repair work that has been done. So let's get into it and I will explain what I mean. So this is from a video I made back in February 2025, the Player of the Year event here with the bubblegum machine, and how containers were a bit of a scam because of the chances of winning duplicate prizes. So in this event here, as you can see, I picked up a German premium tank, the PZ54. And then I had another go at the containers, and I didn't win very much at all. And then the most annoying thing that I complained about in this video was that I managed to win the PZ54 again from the same event after opening 3 containers. Now, notwithstanding it's a tank that I already had, I did make a video about how this needed to change. And I'm not saying that Wargaming watch any of my videos, but I am delighted to say that this has now been remedied in the current event. So let's take a look at how that has happened. So back here in the Festive Town, let's take a look at the details here of these containers or crates, whichever you prefer to call them. We'll check out the information and we'll go to the little information tab here or button at the top right hand corner, and you will see that there is a section here for this particular type of container that is titled Ruled Out Rewards, and it explains that after receiving a reward from the container, you will not receive the same reward again from the same container. So the issue that I encountered and complained about vigorously there when I won the PZ54 twice in the same event will not happen in this particular type of container. Now, it also goes on to say that once you've received all ruled out rewards from this container, it will start dropping rewards randomly. That probably is a bit far off in the future because, as you can see, with 0.17% chance of winning tanks in this particular container event, you'd be very, very lucky indeed to rule out all of the rewards. Now, I have won a couple of tanks from these containers already. I'll just put those up so you can see. I've won the Concept 1B and the WZ114. And now within the details of this particular container, if we scroll all the way down, you can see here it tells me that the Concept 1B, I have received it and it is therefore ruled out, and the WZ114, I have also received that and ruled that tank out as well. So that is good news. You cannot win the same tank twice from these particular containers, so that is good. However, some words of caution. Here are a series of other containers in this brilliant choice bundle, and if we go to the information here in this particular container, it does not give you the ruled out rewards detail, just a whole list of tanks, and therefore I can only assume that the rules for ruling out tanks as you win them does not apply to this particular container. And again, this one here does not carry the information about ruled out rewards as well. So it's always worth checking the containers to see whether or not they have the information about ruled out rewards. So that's one thing that you have to look out for. The other thing that you need to be aware of as well is that despite these containers here ensuring that you will not receive the same reward twice from the same container, it does not mean that you will not win a tank that you currently own. All of these tanks here that are ticked, you'll be familiar with your own garage. They are tanks that you already own. I actually already had the Concept 1B in my garage, and I also have the WZ114 in my garage. So I did receive gold compensation for winning those tanks in the festive town, but as yet that bit has not been fixed, and so you may well win a tank that you already own, but what won't happen is you won't receive it twice in the same event. So there you have it. I hope that has helped. Containers officially are fixed, and not in the way perhaps that you were expecting. You can still win a tank that you already own, but for some events you will not receive the same tank twice from those containers, and that has got to be good news. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments. How are you getting on with the Festive Town event? And of course, if you're liking the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.